Alright, hi guys. It's probably not the best camera angle in the world, but I need to take this X-Maxx apart to sort out my pinion, which I had problems with in my last video. And I also need to replace the diff that's in here. So those are the two jobs that I need to do today. And I also need to re-grease this area as well. So I'm going to get started on that now. Whilst I'm doing that, I've got a few things to talk about. So I've got my LiPo charger in the background. If you can hear it, I'm not sure if it's going to pick up in the video. Alright, so anyways, the X-Maxx. I've been thinking of changing it to something like the I can't remember what it's called now. The Armour, the 8S Armour. Is it Creighton? I think it's Creighton. Yeah, it's Creighton 8S. That's what I've been thinking of changing my RC car to. Now, I don't know what people's thoughts are on that. It's a completely different car. Handles completely different. It's just something I've had my eye on. Don't know what you guys think. I mean, Creighton 8S or X-Maxx? To me, that's quite a tough decision because they both are different. I mean, I don't really do so many jumps. The RC car is an expensive thing. If anyone says, oh, the X-Maxx is the ultimate jumper, this, that, and the rest of it, hardly ever breaks. Well, don't get me wrong, it doesn't break like some of them, but it still breaks, and it's still expensive. So don't fall into that trap of, if I buy an X-Maxx, it's rarely going to break, it'll be cheap when it breaks. If anyone living in the UK, they're not cheap. Everything in these cars is imported. So, and gone through another retailer on top of that as well. So they're just naturally expensive in this country. You will ask yourself, I'm dousing this in there proper dousing it. So you've got to ask yourself, is the X-Maxx the right car for me? Because the cost is also a problem. It's also a very big problem. Trust me, there's a lot of Loctite on this. Alright, so let's get this pinion back on. I've just re-Loctited it, so that's now in place and solid. It's not going nowhere. I need to re-grease that main gear, because trust me, if you grease this, it doesn't overheat so easy, so you can get away with a lot more before you get problems with Loctite. I would definitely say these gears need to be greased. Just general purpose grease is normally enough. You don't need to go crazy, but you need to grease it, I would say, once every every three runs you need to come back in here and grease this, and you won't have a problem. It's only when I didn't grease this that this came off. So that's that. Let's try and reposition this a little bit better. Yeah, this is the Loctite I'm using, by the way, on that pinion. I need to take this rear bumper out of the way so I can get to the Rear Diff. So anyways, as I was saying, I think in all honesty I'm tempted to go to the Creighton 8S, the Armour car. A lot of people may ask, oh, why would you do that? You know, the X-Maxx is an amazing car. It is, but yeah, it's definitely not an ultimate jumper. It's just a really good jumper. It's not the ultimate RC car. Don't for one second think it is. I mean, I sure as hell wouldn't make the ultimate RC car out of plastic, I can tell you that much. It's just really good, that's all I can say. Still just expensive, don't think it's plastic. It won't cost as much to fix because it costs more. So yeah, that aside, repair jobs are moderate. I mean, they're still not easy, they actually are quite hard because of the way the car was built. but they've made it quicker. It could have been a lot worse. They've done their best to make things quick. I need to flip this. Quite an intimidating car as well. It's not, you know, if you see one of these things coming towards you, I would be intimidated. But it's all about being sensible with these things. As I say, I'm not sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want to keep this RC car or, you know, sell it and buy another one. What do you guys think? Create an 8S or continue with X-Maxx? This is if both is not an option. So financially speaking though, I've got obviously the project going on with my car. Ooh. Yeah, financially speaking, I've got the project going on with my actual proper car, the sound system. So having two of them at the moment is not an option, but I think maybe if I was to hold off till Christmas, maybe next year, I could probably have both. And my X-Maxx would definitely need a heavy rebuild. I mean, I've had this car now, what, almost 3 years? Well, in fact, it has been 3 years I've had this thing. I've done a lot to it, and I can say to you now that keeping this thing controllable and going quicker, it's not going to happen. There's a limit to how fast you can. There's a limit to how fast you can go with these RC cars before you end up in problems. I think, you know, as an everyday basher or off-roader, I think any more than about 50 mile an hour, 45 to 50, it starts to become really uncontrollable. Not only that, the standard motor gets hot, like really hot. I've done 2250 gear and it did not like it. I haven't done the 47, I think it is, tooth, so maybe I might be able to get it go a bit quicker, but kind of like how it is now. As I say, it's manageable. I think with the Truggy, I'd be able to get away with 60 because of the way it's built. It's built to stick to the floor. I mean, this, you even slightly turn at them speeds and this car's ready to roll. So, yeah, that's enough of me talking about whether or not I should keep this car or not. And so let's just say 3 years now. So it's been 3 years since I've had this car. I can tell you all the goods and bads on this thing. I mean, I'm going to do two goods and two bads. So one good with these cars is size. I mean, the sheer size of it, doing anything with it just because of its size, it's like it's a real head turner. Because of its size, it churns up a lot of dirt. It's quite a raw RC car in that respect. Another good plus to it is, with it being Traxxas, parts are easy to get. It's quite a well thought out car, and there are a few things though you still need to do, but I think that's the same with all RC cars. If you was to play with them out of the box or take them out straight out of the box, you'll find a few things that need personal attention to get them to be how you want them to be. For me, with the X-Maxx, it was that the VXL unit. Yeah, I changed the VXL, but I mean, as a whole, the car itself is quite a decent car. So parts are cheap-ish, considering where they're coming from. They're easily able to be bought anywhere, which is a real big plus. That right there can kill an RC car. So if you can't get bits for it, then it's as good as death. I mean, it's just becoming a giant paperweight if you can't replace bits that break. It's a very important thing to have, and the Traxxas has it. So, two bad parts: the electrics. So, the X-Maxx's electrics are awful. I mean, they are absolutely terrible. Oh. You will never catch me with an X-Maxx and not touch the electrics, as they are not great. I should get my pliers. I'm sure we can do it with scissors. Get creative. Yep. So like this bit, is it honestly does not look that bad. I'm looking at it and I'm not seeing anything that makes me think it's really bad. Oh, take that one back. I can see all my teeth on here, they're a bit rounded. You probably can't see on the camera, but it's done a number on the teeth. I've got a bit of a wobble there, but it's not from the bearing. That's a bit bizarre. So anyways, I would say this RC car needs a full bearing change. I mean, in fairness, they feel fine, but something's not right. I'm not sure what it is. Back to what I was saying. So two things that I really dislike about the X-Maxx. So the first one is the fact it's plastic. I mean, you do a jump, the way it flexes, it's like it's really bad. And you're gonna break something will break. It's not even optional. That flex just goes straight through the drivetrain, which doesn't flex, and something breaks. That's been one of my gripes. You know, you have a metal chassis, it takes the impact, especially if the chassis is strong enough, which the Kraton isn't, which I'd have to do like a short wheelbase mod, I think, to make it a little bit stronger, because the standard chassis is not great. But yeah, I don't even think the X-Maxx has that option. I've not seen a metal chassis for an X-Maxx. It sure as hell needs one. Yeah, so the electrics and the plastic chassis, in my opinion, are what let the X-Maxx down. Not really anything else bad about it. Shocks are pretty good. I mean, I've had them now for a while, and I checked them on my last service on this car, and they were pretty solid. So I've got a tiny bit left of diff grease. So I'm going to stick that in. To say it's a very, very messy service. It's the one that I cannot stand in differentials. If anyone had an X-Maxx and came to me and was like, "Can you service my differential?" I'd be like, "No." I know I could wear gloves, but it is what it is. I don't have any gloves. None of them are over tightened. They could go a lot tighter, but I'm not going to. Okay. Going back on. Messy going back on. Clean that up. Right, that's this done. Let's just finish this one. So next thing is put this one in. Before I do that, quick examination. Yeah, I think I'll probably keep this one because there's not really anything per se too bad with it. Should really use pliers on this, but it works. So next I need to use the grease. Just line that up. So there's the X-Maxx back on the road. Pretty much just going to bolt everything back up. We're going to have to clean everything up now because I'm struggling to grip anything because my hands are so greasy. Gel.